You are now about to witness
Knicks real talk, just enter the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who's style just aiming at the mental with game analysis on a pregame show. With the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We flew by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, get the entire game, send me in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on the blue skies. In Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters off the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fashion fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks real talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Salute, salute. Knicks Real Talk, man. The pregame show. Divine, hopefully, Shaw being in a minute, man. We in the building. Knicks of Washington with us, ladies and gentlemen, at the world most famous arena. The fourth preseason game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna get into it, break all that good stuff down. I just talk about some Knicks basketball for the night, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, salute to everybody out there, man. I hope everybody had a good day today and ready to get in here, get it popping with us. Salute to the chat for sure. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. I see you guys in there, eyeball for sure. But yeah, I'm ready to get it popping, man. Knicks got a game tonight, man. Go ahead and see if they can go out there and just get a little win. A lot of guys might not play tonight, but that's okay. You want to see the other guys get a little chance to cook today, so that's kind of good. They're resting them, maybe not from a pan consumer perspective from at the game, but it's understandable though. So let's get it, man. See how this thing go. Knicks get in there and play this game tonight, man, to get one more preseason game out the way. And then they be going, get ready for the regular season next week against Cleveland on the 22nd of October. But other than that, man, it's all good. Nick basketball season's in the building. We in effect. Salute to the chat. Daniel was good. Nostalgia, Jay Chosen. Salute to everybody in the building, man. We'll see you cats later on. But yeah, man, other than that, man, it's Monday, man. Knicks got some basketball tonight, man. I'm really excited about that. Go ahead and get this thing popping, man, and everything like that. So be an interesting night tonight, man. We get to see a lot of things pop off. But before I go any further, though, let me bring my partner in crime in the building. The other half is the engine who keeps the motor running. Shop House, what's good, my man? What's going on, bro?
Salute to Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah. Real talk, man. We ain't here, man. We ain't here for the night, man. I'm excited about it, man. Like I said, it's not a big, crazy game because we don't got a lot of big dogs playing tonight. But it's a good chance to see who they're going to want to keep on this roster tonight. So you're going to see a lot of the third string, second and third stringers, I would say. Some rotational players and some non-rotational players tonight going there and try to just get a little rhythm and see what they're going to do. Because a couple of guys trying to make this team. So this is a good night for them tonight to get to play a certain amount of minutes and be able to showcase their talent, man. So I'm excited about that tonight. But other than that, it's all good. Shop, what's going on with you, my bro?
Ain't that, man, running a little late and stuff like that. But aside from that, I'm here. I'm ready to talk about Knicks basketball. Good game tonight. Let's see what the second and third units can come out to do to acquire some playing time on the real deal court. Didn't they drop some people today? I've really been behind today, man. Did they drop Len yet? Lem?
I didn't see anything today, Shop House. I was really, not so much in the media world today.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. I wouldn't, but yeah, man. But it's a good game. It's Knicks basketball tonight, Shaw, and another game on the docket in the preseason. I'm already going in and see what these Malcolm Brothers start tonight with Deuce and Bride, the Clarkson, Yabusele. I really want to see this, man. I think it's going to be dope. They get all these minutes today, man. Not only going to be good for their conditioning, but to also see where they at with their game, though. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Yeah. See where they at with their game and their skill set. And let Mike Brown and the coaching staff evaluate them real good tonight because they get to play some substantial minutes. And he's been doing a good job of letting them play, all of them play, but this is a really good one tonight. So, yeah, man, other than that, man, it's all good, man. We decided to come off that giant weekend with that win over Philly last week. So, it's just a good time right now, and the season's about to get popping. Shot Power about another week from now. We about to be throw this thing up, man. So I'm super amped about this thing for sure.
Yeah, no question, man. Just to see the guys out there tonight, see who really gels, who really can put the ball in the thing. Let's see if Malcolm Brogdon, Clarkson, all these guys that we brung over here can perform tonight. You know what I mean? Not taking away nothing from Washington. Washington is not the same team that they were last year. I seen they got a couple of new guys over there. A couple of veterans and guys that they put on the team. So I'm not gonna say they're going to be a pushover, but this will be definitely a test for that second and third unit to get out there and see where they can range their skills at. You'll probably see some good fine tuning tonight. Brown will probably get those guys in some rotations, see if they can push the pace, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Robin Woodward, Harlem World, what's good, my man? Yeah, Rob, one day we got to make it happen again, man. One day we meet up at the Garden again, man. We definitely got to make that happen for sure, man. That was a good look, man. Appreciate you, Rob, coming in, man. Real talk, Harlem World in the building. But yeah, man, and salute to the rest of the chat as well. Rod Dude, what's good, my man? Salute to Rod Dude, salute to the whole chat, Daniel, everybody. Appreciate you cats coming in here for sure. But like tonight, a God chance going to showcase. I'm all for that. I'm really all for it. Let the guys rest, man. This preseason, you don't want to get this close to the season, a freak accident happen or something. You got to try to be cautious with this stuff this time of the year, man. It's early, so I think that they'll be okay. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really going to tune into this game tonight because we get to see some of the guys who we want to see that got a chance to do something in this team, and I really want a guy to be out there tonight. So good look by the Knicks, resting Jalen Brunson and the starters and Cat and all them guys to give these other guys opportunity. But other than that, Shot Powers, just another quiet front on the last couple of days, man. But I'm ready to go though. I'm ready to go, man. Today, then we got a game. I think that's Wednesday or Thursday. And then that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Shut it down for a week. Get everything going on, and what's interesting, Shot Power. I should put it up there later. The Knicks' first 13 games, like 10 of them at home, bro. 10 and 3. They got 13. The first 13 games, 10 of them at home. The first 10 games, 7 of them at home. So that's pretty dope. They fluctuate a little bit with the traveling, but that's good to know that they rewarded them for their good work last year and get last year. We had a crazy schedule coming out the door. We handled it well, but yeah.
We were brutalized last. Yeah, we were brutalized last year, and I think in this year it looks a little not as difficult. Some hard teams out there, but more good games that we got at home and early.
Facts. Yeah. I was excited about that. So we'll see, man. But other than that, tonight, like you said, it's gonna be one of those games where it's really all about them young guys and everybody like that going out there trying to get a chance to showcase the talent and the older guys, the older vets who trying to make the team. So I think that's going to be pretty impressive tonight when they do that. But yeah, other than that, it's just another night on the front, man. It's preseason is always kind of quiet, but I'm amped about this, ladies and gentlemen, for that reason that these guys are going to do what they do tonight. But other than that, man, it's here. Knicks is in the building tonight. It's game day, so we definitely going to get here and get it popping tonight, man. Other than that, let's get it, man. Season's almost around the corner. We got about, like I said earlier, a week to go. I wonder who's gonna make this last roster spot, man. That's really gonna be interesting to me to see who they're gonna leave on this roster. Obviously, we talking about the Shamans of the world and the Brogdons and all that, and the Matthews. But it's gonna be interesting to see after Wednesday because after that, that's probably gonna be the nail in the coffin for somebody. I mean, I think they're gonna be out of here. So we got about a couple of guys. We had 21 guys roughly that was in training camp. So now that's gonna get shimmy down to 15, 14, 15. So we know I got a kind of inkling about what's going to happen with the Matt Ryans and Lynn's and guys like that. I just know they ain't going to be here. So, but whoever going to be here, we got 82 games starting next week to go ahead and make a run at this thing. Try to get to where we want to get, man, which is the mountaintop on the promised land for these NBA ball players. So hopefully, Shot Power, this way they start their journey next week. They start their journey by lacing it up against Cleveland Cavaliers. Get ready to go on this ride, man. And I'm looking forward to this ride. It's going to be a pretty interesting year, but I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, next couple of days, they'll start alleviating some of this 21-man roster, like you said. Try it, narrowed it down. The word is out about making a trade, even if it's a small trade or if it's going to be a big trade where they let two guys go and keep Shamuth and keep I always mess this guy's name, Glenn Garris, the shooting guy. I had his name. Matthews. I've been talking not to get off. I've been talking about this guy name all day. Devon, I get on here, I couldn't remember his name, man. There's some bull crap getting anyway. So
call him GM.
Yeah, I know, man. Jeez, but hopefully, we'll have some resolution by the end of this week, knowing about what's going to happen and how we're going to go. We all talked about it, me and you, Devon, about the two guys, maybe one of them moving over to Brooklyn, or maybe both of the guys moving over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is looking, they looking like they need some players and stuff like that. So maybe we can make some moves with them. We just did something with them not so long ago. Maybe we can make another move, snatch back maybe give two players up and get a first round pick back from them or something like that. Who knows what can happen? But it's right around the corner, and we'll know what the West is hopefully by the end of this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. It is hopefully. I think I got like I said, idea who's going to make the team. I think Shamuth and Brogdon got that spot. For some reason, I think maybe got something to do with their experience and all that stuff. But it don't matter who they're, man. Long as they come in there and help us win this thing and all that. To help us get in here and get this thing popping. That's all it really counts to me. They got some good options out there. We got a lot of good options out there, So let's see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. But other, ladies and gentlemen, Fabian, what's good, my man? Salute to you, Fabe. Good to see you, my bro. Radu was popping. Rob, what's good? Rob, Harlem World in the building. Jay Chosen, Daniel Nostalgic, whoever in the building. Salute to you guys, man. It's preseason, but I'm still amped for a Knick game. Always amped for a Knick game, no matter what time of the year it is. So I'm really looking for you guys to go out here and compete tonight. I know we want them to win the game, obviously, because to stay undefeated in preseason, even though it don't count on the record for the regular season, but still you want to see them continue to strive and win these games just for the morality standpoint. For everybody. So I like what's going on so far. I think the veteran players believe in these young guys on the team. They like the way Mike Brown giving everybody opportunity. I don't know what changes when the regular season come here, but so far through the first three preseason games, he's letting everybody get a chance to get down there and get down. So hopefully when the regular season come, we have some games like where we so happy about, like they get to play and blow some teams out and let them guys get in there and do what they do. And I'll be looking forward to that, man. But we're gonna get into the see who's starting and all that good stuff tonight that we get back at it, man. Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Real Talk. We in the building. It's a pregame show. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe for your boys, man. But listen, we're gonna get in here and talk about this thing right quick, man. Shot Powers, for the night. Like I said, a lot of these guys projected probably won't be in these lineups tonight due to the fact what's going on with the team. They're resting everybody. So I think that for the Knicks, we gonna see some unusual suspects, in there tonight. God, that who we wouldn't think that would be in there, gonna be in that thing tonight, man. So let's just dive into that right quick and get this out the way, and then we get back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, right here. Just a quick little note. Do that, bang. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Knicks and with us tonight, as you see right there, going across the ticker. We got the Knicks and the with us, man. MSG. They're getting down tonight, at about 7:30, so that's roughly about 45, something like that, and then they get down. Preseason undefeated so far in the preseason, 3-0. They 0-1. Miles Bridges had he's leading it with 11 points a game so far. Team leader for us, ladies and gentlemen. Mikal Bridges averaging 11 points a game in the regular. McCullough got 19. Keon George, nice. He doing good and rebounding. And Chris Middleton, the old vet from Milwaukee. So they got him and Chris Middleton. They got some veterans over there, like you said, Shot Power, that's helping leading the way. Now with Jalen Brooks only averaged 3 assists when he playing 20-something minutes too. Last time we played them, we beat them by like 19. Anthony Towns had it going on with 31. Josh Hart, 12 rebounds. Tyler Kolek had 8 assists that game. Top performers on that game with Jordan Poole and my man. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the main thing we're trying to get to. They got C.J. McCullough, Bud Carrington. I like Bud Carrington, nice young man. Chris Middleton, obviously the savvy vet. Keyshawn Jordan, Alex Sarr. Obviously, Alex Sarr was third year out of France. He's up becoming a 7-foot guy in the league, so that's cool. New York Knicks, I don't think you're going to see none of these, so it don't even matter. These things is kind of relevant right now because Jalen Brunson is sitting down, McHale sitting down, Anunoby sitting down, Colin Berry's out for them, and AJ Johnson, obviously Josh Hart, and a lot more people out for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. So it's like I said, it's going to be second string and third string action all night tonight. So you know what, but Shot Power, I guess the injury report and all that's kind of relevant because, like I said, there's nobody really playing tonight for New York from the starting unit, for the starting lineup. I'm going to say so. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, good. I'm glad we got a coach that thrives on the main unit to be okay. Because if I hate to say it like this, as much as I love Tiz, but Tiz would have them guys out there running tonight. They would have been working on rebounding and playing half court basketball. But with that being said, I think that this is a good opportunity to see the guys that we brought over here this year, the Clausens and the Yabuselis and so on and so forth, to put guys out to showcase them, a la Pacone Daddier and Tyler Kolek, and to see what we can have in Muhammad. You know what I mean? If Muhammad could really shine tonight, do we really need Pacone tonight? I mean, if Muhammad really shines tonight, do we really need Pacone? So those are the things that we're probably going to have to watch, see if Malcolm Brogdon. I don't think Malcolm Brogdon, I don't think Clausen, I don't think Yabusele going to have that many minutes, but I think they're going to get out there and start because they're going to need to be out there because of the way the roster's broken down. With 5 guys out, they'll be the majority of the 5 guys until halftime, and then you probably won't even see them no more. So let's get it out there and get it out the way. You know what I mean? And the main focus, I do want to win. But the main focus is to see what Mike Brown can come up with this younger. Well, I can't even say young core because if you start Malcolm Brogdon and Clarkson, those guys are known veterans. Right. Yeah, they're known veterans. So it's not like they're coming out there not knowing what to do or how to get on the court and perform. Those 2 guys, and you'll see because this was what the second unit will focus this year. Malcolm Brogdon and Clarkson to see how good they play together now. Because this is what we'll probably see going into the season this year. So I'm happy to see all of this, and I'm ready to see it. It is very windy out here. Northeastern is coming through over here and stuff like that. But I just hope my internet stays strong today. You know what I mean? I just hope my internet stays strong. So far, so far so good. Let's hope that we can get upstairs and watch some of that.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at them injury reports and everything like that, this is everybody's out. But it was interesting tonight, just to piggyback off Shot Powers. This is your second unit, ladies and gentlemen, literally. When Josh Hart come back, you pretty much seeing your second unit tonight. That's going to be your Knicks rotation second unit possibility of, like I said, if Brogdon make it, I think he'd be the backup point guard. I think Clarkson or Deuce would be the 2. Clarkson might be the 3, Josh might be the 4, Yabusele might be the 5. And then obviously when a timeout comes, then you take out one of the bigs, put him in the second unit, and then Yabusele comes in or whoever. Yeah, he goes out, Yabusele comes in. So it's going to be interesting. But tonight you get to really see these guys really get out there and showcase their talent. They're trying to make this roster, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are trying to make the roster, or they trying to get to the G League or whatever. Just showcase their talents so another team could pick them up. So it's gonna be a good showcase tonight for a lot of these guys. I think Gabs and Matthews light it up tonight. Let's see what all these guys are gonna do. Let's see what Kolek, let's see what Daddy and them gonna do. McCullough Jr., DeWar, like Shot Power say. These guys got a chance to let Mike Brown know, like, I can help you. These guys that's what they do. You go in here tonight and like Mike Brown, I'll let you see what I can do and I can help this team. And that's what they out there playing for that chance to be on this team and being in the chance that you never know. Say you can move him out of rotation because I'm nice. But it's good to have all this talent that's going out there tonight. Still not playing a starter. I think our starting lineup could beat these boys tonight. I think our starting lineup and our guys off the bench, I think they can win that game. It's like I said, it's not an important game. It's an important game for them from a player perspective, maybe not from a fan perspective, because it's a meaningless game until it gets to the regular season for us wins and losses that counts on the standards. But it's still a game tonight got to be played, and I think Knicks go out there and play it well tonight. And I think they go out there and get a pop. I think this is where you see Malcolm Brogdon get that position locked up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I swear I really think it's happens tonight. I think Malcolm Brogdon locks up that point guard spot tonight. And then everything else like that will be 10, 11, 12, and on. So, let's see how that goes, man. But other than that, it's all good, man. I open the panel in a minute, and we get it popping. But yeah, shout out Power. This is another game. One more after this, and then we on our way to getting ready to start the season, get it going, man. How you feel about that season coming up?
You know how we are, Divine, man. I don't have the Knicks losing that one game this year, so I'm about regular like how I usually am. But I think this is going to be a very strong team this year, and with a little getting together and finalizing how they're going to work things out and stuff like that. I think it's there is a grace period, but I believe that the starting unit and plus the guys that we have on here are veteran guys, so they're not built to lose. They're not built for rebuilding. They're not trying to learn how to play basketball. They're not learning how to run sets and stuff like that. They're learning how to do different things on the court this year because of a different coach. But overall, these guys, like Mike Brown did the other night, didn't coach him at all, and see they still won the game. That's the type of guys we have here on this team. Guys that can perform and do what they need to do to win the game. And sometimes you just need a little helping hand with a coach, give you a nod and tell you to push the pace or slow it down to make sure that you know what you're doing. So I believe that you'll see him coaching tonight. And I believe that he'll coach up these young guys to make them look better than what we can expect. And also to make it a little harder for the front office to make that deal or make a trade or to finalize whatever they're going to do in the next couple of days before the season starts. So it's going to be interesting to watch this game tonight, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salute, Porto. I see you, my guy. Peace. Good to see you in here. Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you.
Yo, salute to the whole chat. Celcio Porto in the building. The old Brew Crew member, man. Salute to you, my brother. World Talk. Appreciate you coming in, Porto. Salute to the whole chat. Nostalgic. Everybody. Nick Yak, what's popping? E. Gibb, what's popping? Wolverine, size 9. The whole chat. Salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all coming in on this quiet, kind of crazy Nick day because of the who's playing. But I'm still always excited to see that orange and blue. But I'm really excited about to see these cats get a popping, man, because I want to see these cats play these minutes. Because sometimes when you don't play a lot of minutes, you don't get to your rhythm, like I always say, But now these guys get into a rhythm in their game. It's not they're gonna play 2 or 3 minutes. They're gonna snatch them up out of there tonight. They gotta play. They gotta play this whole thing because the other guys ain't playing. So this is big for these guys, man. They get to, because like I said, they get to get in a rhythm. You take 2 shots and go to the bench. That don't mean you're not good. It doesn't mean you only got 2 shots in 3 minutes. But once you get 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you develop enough time to get in a rhythm. And now these guys get to go play like 6, 7 minutes straight because they playing tonight. I just think that's going to be pretty good for them, man. And see what happens. So let's see, man. Let's see if we can get watching them out of here tonight. And then we move on to the next. But what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, like I was telling Shop Power, was talking, the Knicks 13 games coming out the gate, 10 of them at home. That's crazy. That's 10 of them games that coming out the gate is at home. And I'll put that up in a minute because there's some interesting names in there. I want to talk to Shah about it in the chat about it because, listen, the Knicks got a chance to come out the gate. I think the passing shot power, that thing was kind of rugged. You know what I mean? Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, look at this right here. New York Knicks coming out the gate. We played tonight in Washington. Then we got the Hornets. Here go the Knicks' first 13 home regular season games. Cleveland at New York. Celtics at New York. They go to the Heat. They go to the Bucks. They go to the Bulls. Then they come home for 6 games, I think it is. The Knicks, the Bulls at the Garden, Wizards at the Garden, Timberwolves at the Garden, the Nets at the Garden, Grizzlies at the Garden, then the Magic at the Garden. And then they go back on a trip. And then the Heat at the Garden, Then they go down to Miami on it's called home at home. Anyway, I say all that to say that these cats got, like, out of the first 13 home games, they got 10 of them at their own place. So I think coming out the gate next week, they got to take advantage of all this stuff, man. They got Cleveland Cavaliers opening night Wednesday. Then they got the Celtics that Friday. You know what I mean? So it's going to be pretty lit, man. And I'm looking forward to all this. You know what I mean? I'm looking for all this. First 2 games coming out the gate, one of the teams that probably wind up being at the top of this thing, and the next team that we just beat them in the second round last year. So, we got two good opponents coming out here, and obviously Miami Heat retooled this year. And they even got a former Nick Pressure Chua down there. So coming out the gate, they got some good games. Then they got Giannis them on the 28th. That's going to be crazy. Bulls improved their team this year. But then, we get to come back home with some cooking, man. So I'm really excited about it. They come out the gate. But right now, the main important thing for me tonight is that these guys go out there and show what they could do. Go out there and show what they could do. Go out there and showcase talent tonight, man, and make this thing where it need to be. Because pretty soon there's going to be a trade that's going to happen. I'm looking at Knicks probably want a second round pick. They probably don't want too many firsts tonight because that's money. That's money on the books. So I think if they can, if they move home Daddy, if that's what they do for a second pick, then you're pretty good with that because that second round pick salary ain't no $2 million. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
Damn sure ain't.
Yeah. So let's see what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna garner a first pick per home because he haven't got to showcase himself since last year. And I don't know if any team willing to do that because they haven't seen the play. Unless you Sam Preston, you somebody like who got a bunch of picks and you just say, yeah, whatever. But we got to see how it goes. Maybe might get garner one, but I don't know. It don't look that way to me because he haven't showed enough to show that he's worthy of being a first round pick. Not no fault of his own. Could be because the way he got hurt last year, played under Tom Thibodeau. He just he didn't have enough time to showcase what he could do. So teams don't really know what they're gonna do. They don't know what he could that's wanted to see how that's gonna pan out if they trade him and what they get for him. They definitely don't want to play it back for sure.
They definitely not gonna get a player back. And I joked when I was talking about both Tyler Kolek and Pacone for a first round pick, just because if they do, they're gonna need some picks to acquire Giannis in the summer. So why not get a first round pick if you can get it from Brooklyn? If you give up two, especially the one of the ones that we gave back, which is probably going to range somewhere between I want to say 22 to 30 in the first round pick or something like that. So if you can get one of them back, sure. Especially if you're looking to make a chase for Giannis, you're going to need some first round picks. That's the only reason why I joked around saying that. So let's see what happens, though. They definitely don't want you, right, Devon. They do not want to take anything because of the salary cap. That money for a first round pick would surely hurt them a little bit, and make it a little difficult for them to fill out the roster for next year because the money is going to be really tight next year. Even though the salary goes up, we already have guys that are already committed to contracts. So we're already above the luxury tax or the apron. I forgot which one it is. One of them.
We above the first apron. We close to the second.
Right. So we're already above all that stuff. So it don't make no difference. The only good thing is that we already have set salaries. You know what I mean? So, we got to worry about Mitchell Robinson. But aside from Mitchell Robinson, Deuce maybe, but not really Deuce. Deuce doesn't, I think 26, 27 is when he gets. So we got some time with Deuce. We be okay. I think it'll probably be a little increase in the money from last year. Maybe the parameters will change a little bit, a couple of 100,000 here or something like that, decimal points or something like that. But overall, I'm just ready for the team to play. I'm ready for this game tonight because this is what I really want to see, who's going to really perform tonight. You know what I mean? And I really want to see coming out the box, like you said, Divine, Malcolm Brogdon and Clarkson getting 7 minutes on the court together before someone gets dubs out. You know what I mean? I really want to see that. I really want to see them both on the court together because that's the ideal package. You got a point guard that can shoot, and you got a shooting guard that can score. So let's see how they can work their wonders out together because those two guys on the court together, if you put them in the right positions, both of them should be able to create baskets for either the team or themselves.
Yeah, facts. That's real talk. Yo, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, why don't y'all just
subscribe for your man and them? Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your man and them. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like, subscribe button, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, support the brothers. Word is born. So to Jay Mars in the building. Julian was good. Dave Smith was popping. Size 9. Queen Darlene was good. Nick Yak was good. Paris Duggar was good. Paris, thank you for always supporting the show. Yeah, that second round is pretty much. I get what you're saying, Chap. Paris. I think it's definitely going to be between Daddy A and somebody they move one. Then I think who got the biggest salary. I think that's for Cone Daddy A. Right? Am I right, Chap?
Yeah.
2.8.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably move him as well, or even if they keep Kolek, which I don't know, that's a tricky situation right there. Let's see how it goes, man. But yeah, Pat, I agree with you. They definitely shoot for that second. And thank you for the super chat, my brothers. Always, man. You know, we appreciate you, Parrish, for real, being charitable to us, man. He said more talent than ever available now because of the number game. Guys are going to become available for nothing because teams can't afford them. Facts.
That is a big fact. A lot of teams are going to be like that. That's exactly why you're seeing what Boston did and all these other teams dropping loads. Dropping loads like that. That's giving up players like that. It's going to happen. The salary cap is no joke.
Yep. You know what's crazy? Even, ladies and gentlemen, we still got to think about this too as well. So the Knicks is stacked. So what happens when the trading deadline get here and a buyout? You know what I mean? These cats literally can even go a step further. Like I said, even with the reason why the Shammers and all those guys, I don't know.
They pay contracts.
Right.
Non-guaranteed.
Non-guaranteed.
I mean, you bring them on that non-guaranteed money into the trade deadline, non-guaranteed. So if you're ready to get up off of them and go do something else, you're more than welcome to. If I'm not mistaken, none of them are. Yeah, they're all non-guaranteed contracts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think once they make these trades, I think they will become guaranteed. Though I think
one or two of them will be.
I would say if they keep Brogdon him, I think they're gonna find a way to give Brogdon some money. I think Brogdon probably going to be more of a contributor, I think, to the starting lineup, not starting lineup, to the rotation, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. And Shaman might be that, like y'all guys say, the 11th or 12th man, whatever, but I think they want these guys here for a reason because I just think the pressure mounts when you're in the playoffs. And these guys they've been around, they know the game, they know how to play the game, they can coach the game. Because they know the game of basketball. I think the Knicks is banking on that. They're banking on if somebody go down, can this guy ride and ship out for us? Can they be able to run a team? They got a little bit of size, and stuff like that. Because them guys, I remember, man, like these guys, remember when they got drafted last year, ladies and gentlemen? Don't knock on them. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, I think the Knicks, that's why they drafted them guys way down there and all that. Because, they like, okay, what can we do? We got to spend some money some way. You know what I mean? So I think they'd be all right, though. I think they'd be all right for sure. But this team, they got it locked in. So they're ready to go, and I'm ready to go with them. Let's go out here and get this thing, man. It's going to be a nice, long season. Long, fast, but nice. I'm hoping we be playing into June. You know what I mean? For real, Shot Power. So let's see how it goes. We'll open up in a minute, man. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the game tonight because, it's, like I said, it's Knicks basketball, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how important it is or not important, just being able to watch the New York Knicks put on that uniform every night for me is a way of life for me. So I'm really happy about it. Just watching them play the Wizards because you're going to learn a lot tonight about other guys that we don't pay attention to a lot. The guys we see tonight, we don't pay attention to a lot because they're not the main dudes. But now you get to pay attention, like, why do me and Shot Power talk about Malcolm Brogdon all the time? Why do we talk about this guy? You might get to see tonight. You might get to see why we talk about it because they're gonna be playing more minutes, and then you will see if they can contribute to what we try to do over here in Gotham to get this team where we got to go. So let's get it tonight, man. Knicks and Bulls, man.
Who you think, Divine? Who you think starts?
I think it's gonna be Brogdon at the 1. I think it's gonna be Clarkson at the 2. Deuce at the 3, Yabusele at the 4, Hakapurdy at the 5.
Okay, all right, because I thought Hakapurdy was going to start tonight too.
Let's say throw Bacone in there. I might say Bacone, but I think I'm gonna go with them 3. The lineup I just put out there. I think it might be Hakapurdy, center, power forward, Yabusele, 3, the small forward. I'm gonna have to go with Clarkson and Deuce McBride and my man.
Yeah, I kind of think something like that. It would be funny to see Tyler Kolek and Bacone start tonight, but that's not out of the question either. But I think, they'll probably be the starters in the second unit. I mean, in the at the halftime.
Okay, and don't get me wrong, they might.
That's probably
they might start. I'm just projecting. I don't know.
It's a possibility. I don't think he will start them over the second unit because you don't want them to come in cold, if that makes sense. I mean, they're always going to come in cold. They're coming off the bench anyway, but if they will have a chance to start, why not start them and have Bacone and them come back in the second unit? Because I believe Bacone, I still believe Yabusele, Hakapurdy, I think those guys still go after the second quarter. I mean, after the second half. I mean, so let's see. It's a good. I like your lineup though. I think Purdy's playing tonight. Purdy and Yabusele, I think those two are the center and the power forward for sure. And Malcolm Brogdon and Clarkson more than likely your shooting guard and your point guard.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Let me open up the panel, man. Bring the Chola on in here, but you can get a pop of Jay Chola. What's good, my bro?
Peace. Did you say that Giannis is going to wear number 28? That's what's up. I'm excited.
Yeah, don't get me amped up about that.
Yeah, man. You know what? I've been reading. I don't know why I do this to myself. I've been reading all these opinionated. I try to go to like the topper sources to hear about this stuff, but apparently he really wants to. But let's talk about the game first, right?
If we'd have had 4 picks, we'd have had Giannis. If we would have got
all that,
if we would win the guy Mikal, we could have got Giannis with all those picks that we gave up. Maybe. I mean,
that was one of the things I saw.
They definitely would have still got a wanted OG and maybe Josh Hart though.
Yep. That's something that you got to think about too. Like, look, this guy is fantastic, a once in a lifetime type of player. But we saw what happens when you get rid of a bulk of your team for a guy. Except he's not just a guy. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. We knew this was coming. I'm excited to see the second unit. I'm excited to see some of the others that are going to be playing tonight. I can't wait to see them push each other. I think there are certain people that are very necessary to this team playing tonight. And we might find another one that is even more necessary than we think. So, again, go out there, play your heart out, whatever. Don't get hurt, doing it, but you're gonna see a lot of people playing, they're scrapping because there's people that are, I think that we're probably as we are right now today, we probably have our team. Right? Would you agree that we're basically, for the most part, know who our team is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Except for maybe one player, and I think that's what we're trying to figure that out. Maybe 1 or 2 players, depending on if there's any moves with the kids, or any moves with whatever. Which I'm down for, because I'm down for a championship. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Look, I've been alive to see all my other ones win something. Sorry if you're a Jet fan, but I've been alive to see all my teams win something. Right? The Knicks I've seen in the finals. I want to see them win something. So we don't have any more time to work on people. We only have to work on schemes. So, if you feel like this guy will do better for us to win this championship, then we're going to pick this guy. Let's say it's Brogdon, whatever it might be. then we're gonna get rid of some people. Things are gonna happen, and we need that type of presence in our lineup. We're gonna keep them. I've had some weird ideas today. Like I was thinking of like weird things because I like JB. Like you know how I want JB on the 1 or 2. You know, like 2 guards coming in like that. You know, they might be days you never know. See, Brogdon starting the game, man, for like 5 to 7 minutes. Who knows? You know, like it's good enough to do it. So tonight is a game about, you know, seeing what our other guys do, and you know, besides Hart, we'll see what's happening. I don't know about you said that the people leave, get cut, or
Nah, I Chop House, he might have heard it. I wasn't sure.
No, I wasn't even sure. I was hearing like guys are gonna start dropping. I haven't heard anybody get dropped yet. I didn't get no blings, and I like blings. I didn't get no. I don't even know what they call the clicks or whatever you want to call it. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but I ain't getting nothing about it. But I would have thought at least by now we got 19 guys. I would have thought at least 2 or 3 guys would have been gone by now. Probably after tonight.
Yeah, listen,
it would have made sense.
I got a question for you guys in the chat. Do you think I want y'all to marinate on this because it's crazy. Do you think Karl Anthony Towns, Brunson, Mikal, do you think that main 3 can win as a chip when you know you got guys like, let me pick a team that got some 3 outstanding players. Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, or KD, Sergon, and this person, or whoever. That's with a lot of teams, big 3. Do you think them big 3 can literally get us over the hump, or the chances more with a big 3 of Brunson, Antetokounmpo and Big Cat. So you got Big Cat, Antetokounmpo, and Jalen Brunson, opposed to Big Cat, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. That pretty much to tell you if the Knicks needed to win it all, I still think you got to go get him. I think they can win it all with the team. Put like this here, their chances to come up more easier if they got Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I just when I'm looking at all these teams around the league, do we have our team winning this thing with the team they got? With the team this nigga currently constructed, do y'all think this team can win a championship with the roster that's right there? What's your level of championship with this team with the roster that's built? Shop Powers.
I got a great feeling about this team. Like I seen some things out there today. I throw a monkey wrench in everything for you. JB goes to Houston. Josh Hart goes to Milwaukee. And we get Giannis.
Nah, fuck that.
No, thank you.
But look, we get Giannis. We get to keep OG Mitchell Robinson. We get to keep OG Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges. We still keep them. Only thing we lose is the podcast guys, Brunson and Josh Hart.
I'm gonna tell you one reason why I wouldn't even think about that. When the last time they won a championship? Not that. What did they reason why they won that championship? The Knicks been struggling their whole last whatever because they never could find a point guard. We got one of the best point guards in the game. You don't trade Jalen Brunson for nothing. That's my
I'm not
talking about you. I'm not.
Because that's my point. I don't want Giannis. If we could have got Giannis or whatever, however they would have figured out, because it's probably been OG and Mitch. They make about 55 million. Yeah. I mean, you probably would have had to throw in Deuce or maybe even Pacone and what you would call it. So our roster would have shrunk. If they had time to do it, I think they would have did the deal. And then, but it's all Milwaukee. Milwaukee, they want to do the deal. They didn't want that.
And here's why I say that. I'm not saying that because think about it. When Giannis won a championship, you know what he had to get to win a championship? A point guard. He had to go get my man Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday did that. Yep.
You got to have a point guard to stir that shit, man. And Jalen Brunson won. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we got to put some respect on these guys' name. Jalen Brunson is the real fucking deal. Since he been here, he done took us to two first, second round and the Eastern Conference Finals. He did that. You know what I mean? You know, so it's hard to win it when you don't got an intelligent guy and a gamer on the basketball who he know how to run a team. That's why Knicks ain't did shit in the last 20-something years. They ain't have no point guard. It was Carmelo Anthony. When Carmelo Anthony got to where he had to go, Jason Kidd came aboard. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta have a floor general. That's like saying a bona fide quarterback. You gotta have them cats.
That's why I'm not making a deal.
That I listen.
That's why I think our three guys is good enough. The three big guys you talk about, Mikal, Brunson, and Cat. I think they're good enough.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, real quick, and I'll pass it to Jay. But not only that, to me, Jalen Brunson or Cat for Giannis, you're not making the Knicks better.
No, that's not. I don't like that deal anyway. I don't like that.
The key is to pair Giannis with Jalen Brunson and Big Cat. It's not to send one of them out for him. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? The goal is to get Giannis over here to roll with Jalen Brunson and to roll with my man Big Cat. That's the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Now we saying something. Now there's not a team in the league that mess with that tandem. Brunson, Antetokounmpo, Shot Powell, and Jay Toler, and Cat. Ain't nobody messing with that in the NBA. So I had to say, man, but I see OG in my man because that's $54 million. Throw some picks in there, and the good thing about it, you're not depleting your team. You're only giving out two guys for one. But if you throwing Daddy, they ain't playing anyway. You know what I mean? If you throwing a bunch of them other guys, they're not playing anyway. So you're not depleting your roster by sending Anunoby and Mikal out for Giannis. You're only sending out two guys that's relevant in the rotation. I'm saying in the rotation, all them other guys not even playing. Send them some picks. I don't give a fuck. If you want to
get a couple cars, a house, send everything.
Send Jay Dolan out there. I don't give a fuck.
Please send them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna answer that question.
That's
I think
crazy.
When you put it the way you put it, with Bridges being the third, right? And then you said all the other guys. I mean, I really don't understand how anybody would not want the Greek Freak on our team. I don't get that. I really don't get that. And I know that this is going to hurt a few people. I want him to play alongside Cat. And if Cat played center on that team, right? More down low, because Cat plays center on that team. That's how it rolls. And then they can reverse because Giannis passes well and he rebounds well. So then he can stay underneath for that lob or whatever. And Cat can roll out to the line and shoot threes. I think that if you are and he went last year to the All-Star game as a center, not as a power forward, as a center. So if you are really looking for a championship and you take these three names, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, and Cat.
That's crazy.
Jalen Brunson, Cat, and the Greek Freak.
That's crazy.
I don't think that. I mean, look, this is the Greek Freak one. That's this. Like that. Like it's a complete change. I don't think that it's very hard though, because who are we going to be able to give up to make the three of those happen and still have a decent bench,
right,
and a good starting five? Even though you really just need a starting three at that point, what do you really need to continue that? And you're right. Take the Koliks, take the Dadiers, take them all. Damn it, I don't care. Take them all. Not for nothing.
Just remember, with all those moves, lessens the roster. Now, I'm not saying I would love if they were really thinking about getting the freak. First of all, we need some picks. First of all, Milwaukee got to play ball. Even though they answered the phones this year, they got to play ball. And I would love to see him here, but I don't want to see him here. And we only got 9 players. And I mean, if we go with 9 players, and then the other 5 players, if they could fit it under there with the money, because all those 5 players that I'm talking about right now is all going to be campaigns. That's all they're going to be. They're all going to be like 1.5 million with a veteran minimum, and they're not even going to be veteran minimum like Clarkson or Malcolm Brogdon. They're going to be even less than them. That's what we would end up with. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't go to bat with that, those 9 guys and a whole bunch of Tito's, but right now, in my opinion, with the crew that we have right now and the way the bench is let out, I think I would rather go to bat with this team that we have this year than to have Giannis. Now, I'm not saying I don't want Giannis.
Right, but here, look at this scenario too. You only lose it. You're not losing nobody though. You only lose 2 stars and you gain 1 back. It's not like they giving up. Like Lacombe Daddy don't play on the Knicks. Tyler Coley don't play on the Knicks. These dudes not even seeing it. So Landry Shamet and Brogdon takes their spots. So it's like nothing even changing. The only thing changing is from a rotation perspective anyway. There's nothing changing except for that you lost Mitchell Robinson.
It's definitely going to take a couple more people. It's going to take more people.
I think Milwaukee might be looking at the pick side of it. But let's say if it's OG, Mitch, Pacome, Tyler Kolek, who else we can give they want? Let's say they want, I don't know.
You got to give up like a Josh Hart to get some picks. We don't have no picks. That's what makes the deal get going. So when you're talking, you got to get rid of more than likely Josh Hart plus OG and Mitch. You know what I mean? Those 3 guys will probably be going.
That's too much money. You can't send out $60-something million and bring back in 54. Josh Hart made $18 million.
Right. Josh Hart is going to be for picks. He's not going to be to bring back a contract. In order for to make the deal to work. I'm not saying I'm 100% sure, but I believe Milwaukee will want picks. Every team wants picks back, right?
That's correct.
So in order for us to get picks, we got to trade a player to get picks. And the most valuable player then is not going to be Deuce McBride, because we may get 1 first-round pick. If you give up if you give up Hard, you may get a first and 2 seconds, or 2 first.
But you're banking on. See, what you're banking on is that the Knicks got to trade Josh Hart to another team. See, because you can't trade him so you got to trade Josh Hart to another team to get picks.
Right, or whoever it is that's going to be, it's got to. And those 3 guys, one of those guys is going out for picks. It's not that they're going out for contract, but they're going out because if it would have happened, the money that they have right now, they offered OG and Mitch.
I understand it. No, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to make sure I'm clear with you. Where are we getting them picks from?
I don't know where they go get it.
That's what you're saying. You're saying, like, are we giving them to the Knicks? Are we giving them to the Knicks?
Trading the player to another team.
Yeah.
Right. For the pick. They're going to need pick.
But it all depends what the Knicks already have down there, what they want, because even with the picks, that costs money. So either if they don't take Anunoby, if they take Anunoby and Mitch Boss up, that's damn near $54 million right there. So now, if you anything else you throw in over that, it's going to succeed their salary cap. So I think you got to match dollar for dollar almost, or be in a 60-70% threshold. So no matter what the Knicks do, if this hypothetically, if it was Anunoby and Mitch, that's pretty much a Giannis contract right there. So I don't know how much more money they could give them over what they sending out for Giannis. If y'all understand what I'm saying, Jay Chosen. Like, in other words,
I hear you.
yeah.
I'm listening to both.
So that's what I'm trying to think of. What do we do? It all depends, because I think they will grant Giannis. If Giannis only wanted to go to the Knicks, I believe Milwaukee would do that for him.
Now that's a difference.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes a difference.
I think they might be because Giannis bought them dudes a championship. And they had a 50.
Right. That might make a difference.
Yeah. So because what he means to that city, what he have done for that city, they might be like, you know what? I'll take the Knicks package because that's the only place he want to go. So now we got leverage because that's the only place they want to go. If Giannis say I only want to go to New York, they got to take what we give them. If they true to Giannis, if they say Giannis, I want you to go to New York. Thank you for doing this. We'll take the Knicks package because he don't want to go nowhere else. So ain't nobody been against us. Like, it's like, I want to go to New York. That's where I want to go. If Giannis say I want to go to New York, then they're gonna have to get a package. They might not like the package, but they're gonna. But
don't we have to wait if we let's say it's OG, right? But if it was Bridges, we'd have to wait to February, right?
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Then I don't believe there'll be no mid-season trade for Giannis.
No.
He might not even.
I don't believe that gonna happen. I don't think that gonna happen.
But I tell you what, though, man,
it could though. I mean, it could in essence happen with Mikal in the middle of the season. It could because of the money and whatever. It could happen.
I would give up. You know what? I would give up Anunoby before I give up Mikal. I'll tell you why. Because Mikal, Anunoby. If you give up Mikal, then I don't like that lineup of Anunoby, Cat, Towns, and Brunson. It's a big lineup, but I think Anunoby, his 30-something million, you get that off the book for. It's almost you get a year back for that too, I think. But I don't know. Him and Mitch got expired. I think Milwaukee like that. People think about Miles Turner. Don't worry about Miles Turner because they don't got to keep Mitchell Robinson. He's just going in the trade. You know what I mean? And at the end of the year, he got an expiring contract. Now, what they can do, they might go flip Mitch at the trading deadline. Say, I don't want you because we got Miles Turner. So they can get Mitch and flip him. You know what I mean? So I think they can pull this shit off. And they can flip Anunoby for all I know. But I think they'll keep Anunoby around because he's a good player. Go ahead, Jay Children. I'm sorry. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, man. But I tell you what, Mitch and my man, Yana do what both of them do. You put both of their numbers together. Anunoby's numbers last year and Mitchell Robinson's numbers in his career, and they don't even equal Giannis' numbers.
Not even close.
Not even close. One man.
That's one of the reasons why I say it got to be more people. You know what I mean? The money matches, that is true, but there has to be more incentive in my opinion, because I think that's almost the deal that they offered them. They wanted Brunson and OG. I think it was Brunson, OG, and Deuce or something like that. And how these things went around is somebody went out for trade, somebody. So I just I ain't trading with Giannis for no Brunson. Don't get y'all to have that.
Nah, look. I think we can all agree that the one person that's not going to be in this trade is JB.
To trade Brunson. That doesn't make sense.
Like the Knicks said.
Right. I don't think they would do that either.
Nick said Jalen Brunson is untouchable, and rightfully so.
And rightfully so, right? Look. I'm going to say this: when they had a dynasty over there in San Antonio, right? Duncan manned the middle better than most power forward centerish ever. But what's his name again? The French point guard that they brought over that played with them.
Not Frazier. I know the freak you talking about.
The little dude that went off every year.
Talking about, not Ginobili.
Who? Tony Parker?
Not Ginobili.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker played out of his mind with them. Played really well with them. Was a very good facilitator. Played really great. That's a point guard playing a point guard's role. Helped out tremendously on that. Duncan did his role on that, and then they had a shooter, right? So that's how they did with ancillary parts. But a team like this new NBA has changed past that, way past that now. It does start with a big man and a point guard, and that's what we need. It starts with JB, number one, right there, number one. I'm going to say one thing that we didn't talk about. If they said right now we'll do a cat for the freak. Are you doing it? Yes or no?
Me? Nope. Nope.
Nope. How about you, Sha?
No, I like Cat's game. I mean, you know, no, and because then we'll still have Mitch then, right? Yeah, no. Oh, then again, Cat and Mitch in the backcourt, sheesh, with OG and Mikel. Oh my God.
To me,
crap.
To me.
The reason why I say no to that, I'm gonna tell you why I say no to it, and the only reason why I say no to it is that, it's hard for me to say no to it because I really think that Giannis running with JB would be out of control, and his defense and his rebounding and his blocking and his stealing and all those other things that he does everything with JB doing that. That'd be almost like the combo guard I'm looking for plus a center, right? This guy does everything.
That's a
but
lateral
one thing
move.
he doesn't do is pull people out to shoot that three. He doesn't
That's
space it different. He doesn't space it different the way Towns does. He doesn't do any of those things. Though he can shoot a three, he doesn't shoot them like
not 40%.
Right.
Yeah, not 40%.
But if I want to say that if we were going to win a championship with the hunger and the thirst and the animalistic ways, then I'll do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I think that right there and that question right there is a toss-up for me. It's a toss-up.
Let me ask you a question. Giannis was 30 points a game last year. What was Giannis' rebound?
12 rebounds.
But to me, if you trade Big Cat for Giannis, you didn't make the Knicks stronger. Ain't like they got 10 games better. I mean, Giannis to me and Cat is the same thing almost. I mean, I think that would be, to me, I would not trade Cat for Brunson and Giannis. I want to put, I wouldn't trade Giannis for Brunson and Cat because I wanted to play with them. I think we get to a championship with all three of them. But to me, that's a lateral move. Cat was second in the league in rebounding at 13 last year. Shot 47% downtown. Why would you trade that for Giannis?
That's a fact.
Well, we're also talking about adding a first team defensive player.
I get that part.
You got to add all those.
I
get
that part. That's a caveat. That's a caveat. I can dig that.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of moving parts in that. There's a lot of moving parts.
But think about you just took your starting lineup from not only one of the not good shooting free throw front line. Well, Mitchell Robinson don't score. Giannis don't shoot well.
Yeah, that's a good caveat.
Jalen Brunson, Mikel, and Anunoby. That ain't bad. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. That'd be a hell of a defensive basketball team now.
That would be.
I ain't gonna front on that. Mitchell Robinson, Giannis, Anunoby, Mikel Bridges. That's the best defense in the league right there.
Right.
You
started off with asking these three players or these three players.
I get it.
And that was the question.
About that now,
that was the difference.
I know it. I would have to think about it, but I would literally have to say no, man, because that's just due to the fact what Cat could do. What Cat was doing against Detroit in the playoffs last year. That his bag is ridiculous, man. I mean, because that's what I'm scared about. If it'd be Jalen Brunson, the only dude in that starting lineup, who literally you could put the ball in his hand and say, "Get me a bucket." Mikel gonna need you to pass it to him. Giannis gonna need you to pass it to him, and nobody's gonna have somebody pass it to him and Mitch. But Cat play like a point guard. So him and Jalen Brunson don't need nobody to pass them the ball to get the buckets.
They could get that.
Yeah.
Giannis average almost 7.
Oh no, wait, watch this. We could talk about this topic another day because it's already 7:30. Game get ready, come on. See how good Giannis talk is? See how good Giannis when we talk about it with the days and the yays and the okays.
It's trying to see the young guys.
It's time to wrap it up.
That was one hell of a question. I'm telling you. And tomorrow pick a different person to put in the middle of that, and we'll see what happens. But
yeah, in the meantime,
like and subscribe for your man and them. Hit that like and subscribe for Nick's Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your man and them. Hit that like and subscribe for Nick's Real Talk.
we will circle back in this conversation another day with a good conversation. Really good.
Yeah,
I love the good energy and a good idea. Y'all have me think about that for a minute with that cat. See, that's great that you got to try to find all the variables that the reason why you can't do it. I had me on that one. I'm like, oh shit, they make
it was like a scale, like everything you put on it, we're moving the scale to see where we can meet in the middle.
Right.
If you could pick a day somewhere in between the opening day and no other games where we could just chat it out for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Pick a day, man. I would love to do that with you guys. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we will.
But, as for now, we have a team. We have a great team. Yep. So I'm happy with our team right now.
Give me a minute each person. Give me your last minutes. I'll go around the panel. We get out of here. Salute to everybody in the chat, and thank you for the super chat, PD. For real. Appreciate that, Parrot. Thank you for the super chats, my man. You already know. Go ahead, my bro, Jay Chosen.
All right. I think Giannis is going to be our new point guard, and JB is going to be our 2 guard coming soon. Until then, I really, really hope that you guys enjoy the game. Watch the others. Really watch what they do, and hope that Milwaukee would take Alex Len in this trade. No, I'm only playing. Listen, in real talk, we want to see who comes out tonight to play hard. We are thinking about who's going to be playing. Are they going to be keeping a Malcolm Brogdon, or are they going to be keeping a shooter? Are they going to be trading some of these kids and keeping all 3 like we said the other day? We'll probably find out tonight. That's my opinion, and that's real talk, and I appreciate it.
Jay Chosen, shout powers.
Salute to you, Jay Chose. Salute to you, Devon. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's go watch some Knicks basketball. Second unit, third unit. Let's go out there and get some performance going on. And so, by the end of the week, we know who's going to be gone. Salute to everybody. Hit those likes and subscribe buttons. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for coming in, and keep coming in for the rest of the year. We got some more expert acknowledgement about Giannis all year long.
Yes, sir.
All year long. That's right.
Hit it up. Enjoy the game. I'm going out on a limb. Deuce McBride, 25 points tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it. I'm with that.
Deuce McBride, 25 points tonight. It's gonna be fun, man. Jay Chosen, thank you for coming in. Shot Powers as always.
You're ready.
Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all coming in. We in here, man. Listen, we're gonna be doing this all year long. I'm an amp for this season. I'm ready to get it. So salute the Queen, Steph. Queen Steph, what's good? Those souls in the chat, man, driving, getting that thing on. Salute to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit that like, subscribe for your brothers, man. We in here, man. Chop Power, Jay Chosen.
You're ready.
On the other side.
Peace.
Do.
You are now about to witness.
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like Talisman. Who's style just aiming at the mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. With the script, you know we get it like crypto and the rip though. I cyber decrypted, we locked up from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up the tip off. We flew by confident, put your Nick content and beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Get the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding the orange and blue skies. In the Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the madness with the massive without shaking asses. The team screaming, I made the platform with passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
on fire! He's on fire!